In order to do what God had called me to do, I was going to risk alienating friends because they were dedicated to a certain ministry mode that God was calling me beyond. And I loved my friends. And I valued them and I esteemed them, and none of us want to be lonely. And I picked up the phone and I called my wife and I said, "Love, I need you to pray for me." I said, if I preach what the Lord's given me to preach, they're never going to invite me back. If I preach what the Lord has put within my heart, they're going to disown me, and I know they will. And jumping forward, they did. And my wife told me, she said, "Love, but if you don't preach what the Lord gave you to preach, you'll always be stuck preaching what they preach. This is your moment of being uncomfortable." And so I went into that pulpit and I preached grace in a place of law. The congregation was blessed, the preacher was ticked. But here's the thing. See, you and I got to be willing to risk losing that which holds us back in order so that we can become who God called us to be. Now, for some of this requires physical relocation, but not for all. For most of us, what it is an emotional relocation. We let go of certain memories. We let go of certain people. We let go of certain places so that we can go and be among a group of people who are more enamored with our destiny than they are our history. So that when we get around a certain section of people, they're not so inclined to say, "Where do you come from?" They want to know, "What has God told you?" I love it when I get around people whose first question is, "Pastor, what God's telling you?" I like it when I get an email from people and they say, "Pastor, do you got a plan for our next phase?" And I say, "Yeah, I got a plan for the next 3 phases. I'm just waiting on the next phase, but I got a plan." And see, I want to be around a group of people who know that the future is bright. And it doesn't matter who sits in the White House. It doesn't matter what plans they make. It doesn't matter what politicians do, because God has said He'll meet all of our needs according to His riches and glory. And we're more kingdom-minded than we are political-minded. And I'm willing to embrace people who don't even agree with me. But we agree on one thing. Jesus is Lord.